Hey everyone, it's me Gavin and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back. We're feeling a little bit better than the last stream, and we are going to be covering some Goddess of Victory NIKKE stuff, as well as some Arknights Endfield news, and some stuff has been pretty much happening on the official channels since I've been away for a little bit, taking a week to rest and recuperate, and here I am today. I'm feeling well enough to be able to do a little bit of a stream at the very least, right? And we be very mindful that if I tend to cough and hack up a lung in the middle of a stream, then my apologies. I'm still kind of sick. But anyways, we're here, and we're going to dive into some news, some updates, and just do some standard daily stuff in both games, right? So without further ado, let's dive into it. Alright, so as it populates and gets on screen here, we've got a couple of new updates here. Pretty much been announced over on the official page for Link, right, for Goddess of Victory NIKKE, talking about our new upcoming character, our new SSR, and we also have our brand new event announcement as well, right? So we definitely got some big news in Arknights Endfield as well. Filippo, you are right. That is something that I will be covering as well when we get around to that. I'm just going to bring up chat so that way you're on screen as well. I had that change because I was recording a video while I was still sick. Well, very much sick. I am still kind of sick, and I feel like I'm going to sneeze in a second, so my apologies. But again, I'm still trying to get over this never-ending sickness. It is not fun. But I did see the entirety of the dev program. Just going to put that out there so that way you are aware. Again, we will talk about that in the very near future, so stay tuned for that stuff. But here we are. We have a brand new NIKKE event, right? NIKKE Enter Heaven, which is going to be our next event that is going live, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday this week. So that's something that we're going to be taking a look forward to. We also have, again, a couple of community events that are going on over on Link for people to participate in, for more rewards and so on and so forth. So again, highly encourage you guys to go and take advantage of that if you haven't already. Again, reminder as well, the Lee Pass is up in case you guys want to get more rewards every single month. You can do so by, making sure that you go over to Link and you click on the little category there where you activate your Lee Pass, and you can use your points that you acquire each and every single month to get free rewards in games. So that's fantastic. Again, update on March 5th. New SSR Elysian Harper is finally being made available for us to recruit. It is SSR the new exotic squad leader who's atoning for the past, joins the battlefield. As we know, she's been involved into a lot of very heavy crime scene things, going alongside Heavenly Ascension. She needs to atone for her transgressions, I guess, or her misdoings, whatever you want to call it. But is an attacker who collects scrap when certain conditions are met, boosting her attack capabilities. When she uses her burst skill, she switches her weapon and inflicts massive damage to her enemies. So that's very interesting. Her weapon is called Heavenward, which is very reminiscent of Final Fantasy XIV's expansion, first official expansion, Heaven's Word. Leaving out an S there, right? SMG, she is a win code unit, and of course the Elysian manufacturer, right? Again, that's not horribly unexpected considering the fact her name is quite literally Elysian Harper, right? But there she is. She will be a standard banner. This is a character that will get added into the ordinary recruit after this ends, right? So she will be available from other channels. Keep that in mind. If you do not recruit her, do not, feel the need to break the bank on her. She will be available. She will be, it says right there, will be available in ordinary recruit, social point recruit, and from mold items. So she will still be in the pool of characters, okay? You are not missing out. She is not limited. Keep that in mind. Temporary participation NIKKE, of course, she will be there. New event, it is Enter Heaven. Messages from a suspected remnant of Heavenly Ascension have emerged in the Outer Rim, even though it is widely known that has disbanded that group. The central government begins to suspect whether truly dismantled Heavenly Ascension. So, again, Got some very interesting story tidbits there that we can dive into, right? That's coming up. We've got the challenge stage. We've got Wisdom Spring being added into the archives. Days of Redemption, daily login event, of course. Union Raid, Champion Arena, beta season 25 starting. Coordinated operation, of course. New contents and features. We've got new titles being added, new commodities, so on and so forth. You know, the regular standard update stuff. So that's March 5th. Again, something to stay tuned for. That is quite literally in, what, 3 days from streaming this. So 3 days, we're looking at, what is it, Thursday? Thursday, I guess, is when that goes live. We will be covering that over here on the channel in case you guys want to, you know, follow along with us. You guys want to uncover the entirety of the story. I will be playing through it as always in its entirety. We will have spoilers and everything all going into that video, of course, for anybody that doesn't mind seeing that stuff. And if not, then of course you can always watch it after the fact. I will keep it archived here in the past streams playlist and the Goddess of Victory NIKKE playlist, as I always do. And then, yeah, we will cover that in its entirety. We will try to pull for EH. I'm going to do one customary 10 pull, as we always do. And if we get her, awesome. If we don't, we will eventually get her, rest assured. I'm not going to go too crazy because I am fully expecting to need my gems, my resources, my vouchers for future limited banners and collaborations. There's been a lot of stuff that's been like hinted at in terms of like an upcoming collaboration as well. I know that there's probably going to be a couple of unique outfits coming out as part of like a Razer, R-A-Z-E-R collaboration, right? The computer gaming peripheral manufacturer, Razer. I know that they're doing a collab that was teased on social media as well. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be Naga, more than likely, that's going to get an outfit that coincides with that event, because Razer Naga is the name of a mouse that you can buy. I think there's also a Razer Viper. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But again, there's probably going to be something to go along with that, right? Did I see the new Resident Evil? I have seen bits and pieces of it. I have not played it. Resident Evil, believe it or not, has been one of those franchises that I have tried to get into in the past, but I have not really like got overly attached to, which is why I wasn't like overly thrilled when they did the collaboration with NIKKE. Like, I know that we have Ada Wong and Jill Valentine that are available through that collaboration, and again, wasn't really like huge for me. And there was somebody else, right? Somebody
Have fun shopping.
Redfield? Maybe that's not her name. I can't remember her name, man. There's so many characters. But anyways, we got a third character that I can't remember her name. I can see her image right now in my head, but like I have to go look. But anyway, it's not a series that I really was into. I tried playing like Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I played Resident Evil Survivor as well, which I know that's a deep cut, and then Resident Evil Director's Cut. But again, was not overly into those games, so I wasn't pretty much like gonna be like, I gotta get Resident Evil 9 Requiem or something, I think it's called, right? Just saying. I did, however, play through the beginning portion of Resident Evil 7, and I also never played 8 or any of the remasters that they put out recently. Just never really been a franchise for me. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just like the tanky controls, I guess, of like the old style games, and then I didn't really like Resident Evil 4's over-the-shoulder approach, which they kind of went forward with as well. That's just my own opinion. I don't know. Everybody likes what they like, I guess, alright. Very interested to see what those crazy people come up with. Razer? Is that what you mean? Or are they doing a collab with another company? Because I know that there's been like a lot of like companies that do promotional collabs as well for certain franchises. Like, there was this really cool computer case that a brand called Height did with NIKKE. This was alongside Red Hood's announcement or reveal, I believe. They did this like super sick portrait of Red Hood on a computer case that I was like trying to win when I was still on Twitter, which I'm not anymore. But I was very much like wanting to win that case, and unfortunately I lost a raffle, but it was super cool. I love a lot of like the computer case designs that like some of these companies do for collabs and stuff, right? Super cool. Razer's actually doing one with Resident Evil. That's crazy. I had no idea that they were doing that. I just know that they're doing a collaboration with NIKKE. That's the only thing that I saw. I'm trying to remember who it was that actually showed that. I feel like it was probably GoGo. Maybe. Possibly. Somebody was talking about it anyways. The next... Anchored? Uncharted? Is that what you mean? I feel like you mean Uncharted.
I will move as you wish.
I have no idea. But, I don't know, man. Again, still feeling a little bit under the weather. My apologies about the sniffling and the shortness of breath and all that stuff. Monotone reading that I'm giving you guys right now, but, Uncharted. Yeah, I gotcha. The last Uncharted we got was what? It was, Thieves' End? Am I crazy? Is that what it was? I feel like we're probably not going to see Uncharted for a while though, right? Because they've got like Naughty Dog's got another project that they're working on. Some, what is it called? Like Intergalactic or something? It's like the space one. I don't even remember the freaking name of it. But I know that they were working on that. So that's probably going to be what they focus on first before they get into another Uncharted game. And I highly doubt we're going to see Last of Us before we see the next Uncharted. The last one was the one they did with, I have no idea. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. The last one I played personally was Thieves' End. That's the one where you were playing like as Nathan, and then there was like a big segment about his brother or something, right? And it was kind of like talking about their their upbringing, or like how they became treasure hunters. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a couple of years. I'll say that much. But I really do love the Uncharted series, so I'm with you on that one. I'll be excited for another one. Minigame I think I had to play. Could be wrong. But yeah, that was there's some pretty cool stuff coming for NIKKE this week that I'm excited for. I've very much been anticipating the release of EH for quite some time. Lost Legacy. Okay, I don't remember. I never played that one. At least I don't remember playing it. I'm also going to fail this immediately. I'm not going to even try to listen. I don't even have my headphones on, to be honest with you. Very cool. Oh, man, I made 3 notes. I didn't even listen to it. So, woo! Anyways, EH is somebody that I've been very much anticipating, and I really hope that they give us access to her OG outfit before they change her design, because she got a redesign in this like most recent chapter that I wasn't like a huge fan of. I kind of get it. Like I like aspects of it, and I understand that like some people really like the redesign completely overall more than they like the OG. But I just really like the OG's design, so hopefully we do get access. Even if it is like a mission pass, which I hope it's not, but it probably will be. I would like to see that original outfit available for her. Just putting that out there. Well, anyways, Thursday is going to be very interesting. There will be a lot to cover, stuff to talk about, stuff to do. Very, very much looking forward to that. And then we can look forward to the following patch after that, right? Or I'm guessing it's probably going to be just more than likely story 1 and then hard mode and then a hard mode bonus scene or whatever. I don't think they're actually going to do like a 2-part story or whatever for Enter Heaven. But the name of it sounds very religious, so I have no idea if that's supposed to be sarcasm, possibly.
What kind of overclock is this?
He has a claymore and a flashbang in the front. Does she? You mean like the strapped on? Yeah, it kind of does look like a like a C4 or something, right? Strapped on her chest.
Although I'd like to meet Enid.
Like, I don't mind the redesign. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't hate it. I actually still do like the way that she looks. It's just, for me personally, I prefer her original look. There's just something about that, like, dark, brooding, dreary, like, moody look that I really love and resonate with. So that's kind of why I want to see the OG outfit being available. But again, EH is a cool character anyways. Somebody I definitely wanted to learn a lot more about their background story, you know, before they become a terrorist. That'd be nice. I'd also like to see the reasoning why she was named Elysian Harper, because I feel like there's something, you know, a little more to that than we currently know. I don't know. I've got questions. I hope we get some answers. I hope we get some great backstory, some good story moments. And it seems as though it's probably not going to be like this massive flashback that we're going to be playing through. And that more than likely is going to be just kind of talking about, well, as they put it in the description, you know, what's actually going on with Heavenly Ascension. Like, is there a resurgence? Are there still remnants of Heavenly Ascension doing things in the shadows? Did EH actually disband the group? I have no idea. It is a Claymore? Okay. I had no idea. I thought it was like a C4 or something. But that's really cool. That's a cool attention to detail, right? She's been known to have explosive devices on her person, so it's just not really like the greatest thing, you know. It doesn't give me any sort of reassurance, but she's been doing her best to change her ways and to atone, as they put it, for her crimes. So maybe we will get to see like a redemption arc for EH. Maybe we'll actually get to see her bait out to be suspicious and then eventually get confirmation that no, she actually has changed. That'd be cool. Gonna try to mildly pay attention to this fight, so hopefully we can get a decent enough score that I can just quick battle the rest of the week. Because it is weekly reset right now too, right? That's something else I probably should have mentioned in the beginning of the video, but you know, things slip your mind, especially when you're not feeling the greatest. But I do feel like I am definitely on the other side of it. I feel like the cold or the flu or whatever the freaking hell I had is almost over. My voice feels a lot better. I feel like I can talk a lot longer at least. And yeah, I've been doing a little bit of like Arknights and Enfield explorations and so on and so forth in my own time. I've been playing a lot of NIKKE. I've been doing some Brown Dust 2 stuff. I've been playing some single player games, spending time with family, watching old horror movies that I've never watched in forever, like decades, quite literally. Thank you, I appreciate it, Zalana. I'm trying my best to recover. I have no idea what it was. I can't take a guess at it. I never really got any confirmation. I feel like it was COVID, if I had to guess. Just because I had like a couple of like really telltale symptoms, like not being able to taste food for like a day or two. And then also the fact that it felt like somebody beat the shit out of me. That's usually another pretty good indication that, you know, you may be experiencing symptoms of COVID. The last time that I streamed, towards the end of it, I'm like, yeah, like my voice is giving out. I can't speak anymore. It was very uncomfortable. I did not mean to end it that way. It's just, I literally could not go on. It was excruciating, and it was not fair of me to be putting you guys through that, of me and just being crabby and miserable or whatever else, right? So that's why I made the call to pull the plug. Evidently, I do want to be streaming. I want to be doing this. I want to be enjoying playing games with you guys and talking about games. But there comes a time and a place when you just gotta say, I can't. And that was it. That was it, man. Unfortunate, but you know, we're on the mend. We're trying. We're getting better. Feeling like ourselves more than anything. Even if I'm not 100% myself right now, I definitely do feel like myself again, which is nice. But we had a lot of stuff like going on and everything too, so it kind of was like a good week for me to be recovering. Again, I was able to spend time with family and kind of like look after myself as well, and really focus on trying to get as much rest as possible, which I haven't been doing in the last 7 years of working. So it was kind of nice to actually be able to get a good night's rest. I spent a lot of time just staying away from everybody and trying my best to get better. And that's all you can do, man. I tried eating good. I got back on a little bit of a diet, which is nice. My apologies. Yes, 7 years. 7 years with next to no sleep, I promise you. And I really am not exaggerating. Like, I would, quite honestly,
This suffice to aid thee in thy journey.
get up at
great
3:30
hero.
in the morning. I would look to see if there was any new trailers released. I would record reactions 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Edit my video, put it up before I go to work at 5 o'clock. I would leave my house 5 o'clock, go to work until it was almost about 3 o'clock in the evening, come home, help out with the kids because they just get home from school, help make supper, whatever else, get them situated. Then I would come downstairs and record or do dailies or stream until it was time to go to sleep. So that was my schedule. I would go to sleep some nights 11 o'clock p.m. and then repeat again, right? So from 11 o'clock, fall asleep, get up, 3:30 again in the morning. So next to no sleep for like 7 years. It's very taxing, and yeah. It was fantastic, man. That's really good to hear that you got into Endfield, those Alana. I am very, very happy. I was also working on Outpost stuff. I did not finish the Outpost stuff this weekend pass, or this week pass, but I've been doing my best to try to tackle a lot of side content in my own time, and I've been saving a lot of it as well, so that way I can do stuff alongside you guys. Like, I haven't pulled any more for Yvonne or anything, which I do intend to do. And also, again, MVP, don't worry, I'm reading what you're saying. They really do love Wind. I don't feel like Wind is the lacking unit or code type right now. I agree 100%. I figured EH was going to be something different. I was hoping that we were going to end up getting like another really powerful electric or water unit, because I feel like those are the two units that we really need like strong characters for. But you know, I guess we're getting another Wind character. Woo! I do love EH though, so I'm still gonna try to pull for her. Even though I know that, like, you know, she's a criminal, but she's trying to not be a criminal anymore. But I like her, is what I'll say. I like her character design, so I'm still gonna try to get her. I'm gonna do at least one 10 pull, and hope and pray for the best. And if you guys also try to pull for her, then I also wish you the best. Just trying to read what you guys are saying now. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, I would not get much sleep, man, for the last 7 years, dude. And not to mention, like, at that point in time, I was trying to cover a lot of games too, right? Like, I'm talking
That dessert was
8,
delicious.
probably 9 different gacha games, and then trying to keep up with like trailer reactions every single morning and screaming my head off while like my wife and kids are like sleeping above the room that I record in. Not a fun time at all. It was very taxing. But yeah, anyways, we're back. We're well rested and almost completely recovered. Okay. And the reason I was late today, just to be transparent with you guys, we actually went to see my in-laws, my brother and sister-in-law, I should say. They just bought a new house, so we went to check out their new house and take a look at it and go do like a little walkthrough. So that's why I was a little bit late today. That's the only reason why I wasn't live like around 4:30ish my time. Reset time, whatever reset time is for you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna try to stream for the next 3 days as well, like usual, our usual schedule, and we'll try to keep at it as actively as possible. And we will talk about all things gaming, gachas, and news and all that stuff. Next month is the half anniversary, right? Exactly. So we want to save our resources, right? That's what I'm saying. EH is going to be added to the ordinary recruit, the standard pool. She will be available. Don't blow the bank on her. Try to get a copy if you guys do want her, like me. But again, be mindful. Half anniversary is around the corner. There's been talks of collaborations again around the corner. So be careful with your gems. Be careful with your vouchers. Do not break the bank. You may need those resources for limited time characters that may or may not return to the game ever again, okay? I have played similar games to Battlefield 6. I have never played Battlefield. Specifically. Any Battlefield game. I have never played a Battlefield game. But I used to play a little bit of Call of Duty. Not much. Not enough to say that I was like Call of Duty, you know, I have no idea the word I'm looking for. Savvy? Is it Call of Duty savvy? Is that? I wouldn't say I'm that. I played a little bit of Apex Legends. I played that for quite a while. I used to stream it actually. That was probably the last like big shooter game that I played. Was probably Apex. But I tend to not really like play many shooter games. Cyberpunk 2077? That's kind of shootery, right? Right? I got a good enough gaming setup to actually be like pretty decent at FPS games. I just tend not to play them as much. I'm an RPG guy. I like my RPGs. I like my gacha games. I like my anime waifus. What can I say?
Behold, the season's rising star.
I have also been treating it as a non-gacha game. That's funny you say that, Zalana. I've been just playing it casually in my own time. I have not been doing like the typical gacha grind that I know and I'm very familiar with. I have not been doing that this time around. I have done pulls, however, but I just haven't really like. I haven't treated it the same as I would treat like other games, like you know how I used to play Genshin, how I used to play Zenless, and so on and so forth. I would feel a lot more like it was something I needed to do, but like Endfield, I'm not really treating it like I need to do it. You know? Fully revived Pioneer Noah with new frame? Yeah, dude. That was a heartbreaking scene. I'm with you on that one 100%. I have no idea what they're going to do for the redesigns, but I don't think we're going to see them anytime soon. It's nice to know that they are planning on bringing them back in some capacity, though, right? That's a plus. I hope that they're going to be super cool. And busted. I want them to be completely busted units. What have you guys been thinking of Moran? I know that Moran's kind of getting like the new best treasure item unit in the game kind of treatment, you know? A lot of people have been pretty happy with Moran. So, back before 2030? I mean, maybe. Maybe they'll be the 2030 release, though. Maybe, right? they'll show them off beforehand, but they won't be available. They won't be available until 2030. You just jinx it. She is amazing. My only problem is that I wasn't able to get her to phase 3. So I have her phase 2, but I'm currently like doing dispatch missions to try to get like the rest of her resources and stuff. So I still got a little way to go. But she is currently being built on my side. I do feel like if I don't get phase 3, she's not as useful, but she's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Birmingham he'll cooperate as long as he gets his end of the deal, right? Solo Raid Museum? Nice. I cannot pass the Hall 2 stuff, because I know Hall 2 is available right now. Now, mind you, I haven't really, like, tried super hard, but I do feel like with my current setup, my current, capabilities, I would really have to push in order to hit, what's it called? Step 20, right? Step 20? Yeah, I mean, Birmingham is not the best, man. I don't know. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, I'll say that much. But he is very intelligent, as we've seen, right? Super conniving, too. The dude is he is definitely somebody that belongs in the central government, okay? I focused on building Senti, which was not the greatest idea. And then I also focused on building Privity. So I got Privity's treasure and Senti's treasure. Moran, I still need some resources for. And I did not do anything with Zwei ever since Zwei has been released, so I didn't really see it necessary for me to try to focus on her. My only reasoning for building Privity first before Moran was because I've been kind of using Winter Owner Ludmilla in my tower team. So as you guys can see here, I'm still short by quite a bit, right? I need a lot of super glue, okay? And if I go to exchange, I don't really have a lot at my disposal for some more super glue, so it's probably going to be a while before I get her treasure item phase 3. But I do have it phase 2. Hey! But I've been using Winter Owner Ludmilla, and she's been, like, passable for my team, but I kind of already had like Privity built for PvP way forever ago, so I got her treasure item just to make up the difference, and then that way now I can actually like put her in my Elysian Tower team, and she's a fantastic addition. She's even more powerful than Ludmilla Winter Owner in my opinion, so in my testing. So I am happy with that choice, dude. Let's look, one more level, and we got the fantastic elusive 666, the number of the beast. Just one more level. We need to get some more core enhancement materials, right? So that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Finally, the Drakes, and now Exia's. Nice. Drake's favorite item was definitely something I prioritized when it came out, because she's a fantastic unit to have in shotgun comp. So definitely can't blame you there. But yeah, man, I've been, like I said, just been kind of chilling, doing stuff in this game while I was trying to recover and recuperate. As you guys can tell, I've got a little bit of resources built up here, right? I got 53,000 gems, 18 advanced recruit vouchers. I didn't really do a whole lot of like pulling or whatever in my own time, as you could tell. Just kind of cruising by, man, doing my thing. But very, very much looking forward to Wednesday. I also don't think I'm gonna pick up this outfit. I don't know if I covered it here on the channel yet. Maybe I should. So this is Zwei's new outfit as part of the mission pass, Spring Stroll. I mean, it looks cute.
Role model for the freshmen.
It's cool. She looks better in this outfit than her OG outfit, in my opinion. Like, I do prefer this outfit more. It's kind of reminiscent of, like, Naga a little bit, I find. I don't know. Again, maybe it's me. I do feel like this outfit pairs really well with Tia's outfit. Like, Tia's also got a jean skirt outfit. It's cool. I like it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna purchase the pass for it. I do like it more than her OG outfit, though. Her OG school uniform is not really, like, my style. So, if I had to pick, I'd pick it. But, like, I don't ever use her, so why would I waste money on a character that I don't use, you know? I'll say that much. But anyway. That's gonna do it for the NIKKE portion. We're gonna dive into some Arknight stuff, and I'll talk about the Arknights update as well. While we're getting into that, right? So I've been doing a lot of a Arknights playthrough in my own time. Holy shit! I just realized I don't even have the PlayStation in the room, dudes. Give me a second, man. I gotta go get my PlayStation. Oh my god! Somebody stole my PlayStation. I left it in rest mode, so I gotta wait for it to power down. Like I'm incredibly prepared over here, right? It's just it's the nature of things, right? I'm super prepared all the time. So I'm waiting for it to come out of rest mode and power down, and then I can plug it in over here. But rest assured, it is not stolen. I've just been playing Arknights in that room over there on my couch because it's more comfortable than sitting here in this chair that's fallen apart on me. And yes, I could use the other chair that rarely ever gets used because Ash is almost never in the room playing games with me at the same time. Thank you, Ash. But I'm usually out there, and I was wrapped up in a blanket, dying with a cold, and then sitting down playing Arknights on my couch. And then what else have I been playing? I've been playing Arknights. That doesn't matter. I'm gonna go get my PlayStation now. I'll be right back. Oh, God. Yeah, PlayStation has been retrieved. Yeah, that's right. It's the PS5 Pro, baby. Look, this is in all of its gloriousness. It is the best console. It is the best. I even got the disc attachment, so that way I could play my disc-based games. Okay, because I'm an old school guy, and I don't only play digital. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So, and I even got the stand. Okay, I got the stand right here. Whoa, cool stuff. Ugh. It is a rare find. It's freaking cool, man. I made sure that I got the disc because I've got a lot of discs, and the disc attachment was not cheap, and the PS5 Pro was not cheap, and the stand was not cheap. And I didn't trade in my other PS5 because Ash uses the other PS5, even though she claims that this PS5 Pro was her PS5. It's definitely not been an argument ever. Anywho, I'm gonna go plug this in now. Whoa! Ah! Yeah, high quality streams. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Whew. Okay, cool. I think we're set up. I think we're good. Now I just need to try to figure out if this is the right controller or not. Whoa! First try. Let's go. Because I've got a second one here as well. And I always confuse them because this one's set up to the Bluetooth on my computer, so that way whenever I want to play games in super ultra wide aspect ratio, I can use this controller to do so. Did I ever show you guys my monitor setup? I'm gonna show you guys what you look like to me, okay? I'm gonna take my camera off this thingy and I'm gonna show you. If I can get it to move properly. You guys are getting a sneak peek behind the scenes now, okay? I don't even know if you can even hear me, but you know. Ah! Come out! Ah! Ah! Are you getting dizzy yet? 'Cause I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy. Okay, let's leave it like this. Whoa. This is what you guys look like. This is behind the scenes. This is behind the scenes, dudes. Okay, so this is my massive ass monitor. This is a full 49-inch super ultra wide. And then I got my side monitor over here. This is you guys. You guys are there. That's you. You're the chant. You're the chant right there. Okay? And then you guys see all my NIKKE figurines and all that stuff up here on the back shelf that you guys don't see. You see all this? That's my extra stuffs, okay? And then I got a big old umbrella light there, and I know I can't really pull this back very much, but there's the PlayStation 5 you guys just seen, and then my computer, and the Go XLR, and headset, and all kinds of crap that I got dragging around here. But this is behind the scenes. This is what my setup looks like, okay? It's pretty cool, right? It's not bad. It's I know it's not the best. It's not really the best representation. And of course I got the dude, come on, man. Of course, you know, you gotta have that. That's the secret. That's the secret ingredient. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna put you guys back. Ugh. Get back on the on the arm. There we go. Now, I think we're good. Not my arm. The actual camera arm. Camera arm. Yay. Now I just need to make sure that I put this back properly, because if I don't, then you guys are going to be all over the place. And I don't want you guys to be all over the place. So let's try for this. Good. Possibly. Better. No. Nope. We're lopsided. That's not good. Are we good now? I think you need to come down a bit. Oof. Maybe over that way. Anywho. Yeah, that's a sneak peek behind this. Oh shit, this is screwed up completely. Oh no! Anyway, that's good enough. That's behind the scenes of what my setup looks like. There you go. You guys got the first look. That's the first look. But anyway, that's how I normally play my games whenever I'm like not streaming or whatever, because if I try to stream in that aspect ratio, it does not look great. So normally I have like Arknights or Zenless or whatever else, like completely full 32:9 aspect ratio, and it looks super freaking cool. But I can't stream like that because it just doesn't look right, and everybody says, why is there black bars on top and bottom of the screen? And I'm just like, well, it's a big screen. That's why it looks that way. But anywho, I think we should have Arknights up and running, or the PlayStation at the very least. So let's swap over to that now. Hey, there we go. Cool. We're back. We're good to go. I'm gonna throw on my headset now too. But yeah, that's my crazy setup, man. That's a sneak peek at my crazy setup. It's not really that crazy, but you know, I like it. It works. It does its thing. It's fun. I'm very fortunate to have had enough finances from my job to be able to pay for the stuff that I have, which is fantastic. So very, very thankful and fortunate to have been in the situation that I've been in for the number of years it's taken me to be able to acquire all of this crap, to be able to do this crap. But, dude, I have not done that in a while. As you could tell, it was very janky and all over the place, and my apologies if I made anybody dizzy, but you know, it was fun. It was fun showing you guys a little sneak peek behind the scenes, at least, right? That's always nice. And again, bear with me. I'm just trying to set up the screen here properly because like I have to resize everything every single time that I play anything on the PlayStation, just because like I use OBS's projector mode in order to play games in like next to zero latency, because if I do it through like Elgato's 4K capture utility, for whatever reason there's like a little bit of like latency and it messes me up when it comes to like timing based stuff. And I know it's probably just me being picky, but you know, whatever. There we go, man. Spectral Splendor sign-in completed. Yeah. Now we can go to the pulls thingy, and then I can do some pulls for Yvonne. I think I have like 5 pulls now through the free thingies, the headhunting permits that I can utilize. Dude, I'm telling you, Arknight's Endfield it's actually really good. It definitely, how do I put that? It's not for everyone. It's not the easiest game to jump on board with if you don't have a capacity for wanting to learn the factory system, so to speak. But again, we are going to we're going to do 4 headhunting attempts. I thought I had 5. Apparently it's 4. So let's hope and pray that in these 4 pulls we get Yvonne, okay? Because I'm not pulling any more outside of these 4 pulls. First pull, fail.
Captain Akakuri of Operation Team Z7 reporting.
Yes, Akakuri, we already have multiple copies of you. Nice to see you again. I would much prefer if it was Yvonne, is all I'm saying. Ah! Rip! Oof. Brutal, dude. Brutal.
Z7.
2 more, man. 2 more. Off! I was hopeful.
Oh, knowledge most ancient.
But I think that's it, man. I don't think we're gonna get Yvonne. I've just got a feeling we're probably not gonna see her, man. Yeah, there it is. Wah, wah. Oh well, it is what it is.
Why do I have to do this again?
I'm not surprised in the slightest. But again, we may eventually get her. She's gonna be... Is she gonna be like one of the standard pool of character, like 6-star characters that's gonna be available? Or is she only like limited time and that's it? I wonder. Why do I only have like 23,000 ore barrels too? I feel like I should have had more. Maybe somebody was pulling on my account and I didn't realize it. Let's do a 10 pull with the 10 headhunting permits that I have for the basic banner as well. Nada. Oof. Holy crap, dude. Luck is not on my side. Holy Perlica. Sweet. Well, that is what it is, and that is all I can do. I felt like I had more ore barrels for some reason. You don't get how the banners work in this game yet? They are on a very short time frame, but I feel like both characters are available from all banners that are available for the time being, if that makes sense. So currently right now, Yvonne and Gilberta should be available from both banners. And I feel like Lavitane is probably out of the pool currently. Like I don't think she's in the pool at all. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I feel like they're only available for the run of their banner, and then they're available for the run following their banner as part of the pool of the next banner character's banner. I think that's how it goes. Maybe. But anywho, they are usually available for a couple banners. And then after that, they go bye-bye. You know? If that makes sense. Why is this doing this? I thought I was trying to get clues. Oh, I was on the wrong screen. No wonder. Okay, so let's plug in the clues that we do have currently. And then I'm going to see if anybody else needs any, so I'll send my 7 copies of 7 that I will send none because nobody needs any. Fantastic, that's great. Apparently Arknights really likes to give me clue number 7. And nothing else. I don't know why, but that is normally how it goes. So again, the thing I wanted to talk about for Arknights is evidently we did get a developer log recently. So I watched that in my own time while I was sick and, you know, trying to recover. And while I was watching it, I tried to pay as much attention as I possibly could to see, you know, what kind of new updates were coming to the game in the next patch, which I believe releases... Is it this week or is it like next week? Somebody let me know. And you did warn me as well, Filippo. Thank you. I very much appreciate the heads up. You did give me a massive heads up. Again, very much appreciated. Thank you. I was definitely trying to pay as much attention as possible. Is this 12th? The 12th? Okay. So it comes out on the 12th. It is introducing 2 new 6-star operators. The first of which will be Tong Tong, the character that we met in Wuling. That is pretty much a fan favorite for almost everybody that I've talked to. So she's going to be the first 6-star operator. She is a cryo code character that applies, well, cryo, I guess, right, to all enemies whenever she uses her water spout attacks. And it seems like she's AoE, and she also does like damage over time, from what I can tell. So, big area of effect, damages over time. Really cool looking character. Definitely going to be somebody that a lot of people are going to be pulling for, 100%. I don't think there's any way around it. She is a fan favorite. I will also be trying to get a copy of her at the very least, depending on what her potentials are. So we'll take a look at the potential trees when that releases, and then we can see exactly how many copies you're going to want for her. But she does seem very versatile. She seems to pair really well with Last Right, from what we can tell. Just because of, or sorry, not Last, well, yeah, kind of Last Right, and then also Yvonne, right? Because Yvonne applies solidification. And then you can also use Tong Tong to, like, freeze enemies in place. So her ultimate pauses the enemy temporarily and locks them in place. And you can even cancel, like, boss attacks from going off if you use Tong Tong's ultimate. So that's very busted. That is an ability that is incredibly beneficial in a lot of different scenarios. So, from what I can recommend right now, just based upon what I know of her, I would probably at least try to get 1 copy of Tong Tong just in case that becomes something that you're going to need, because that is a very unique ability to have. I don't know of any other character that's going to have that sort of ability, but that seems very busted, and it seems to be incredibly beneficial to have access to if you do need it. You found banner info? Okay, I got you. Okay, so we can see the banner lineups. I got you. And yes, Rossi is also going to be the next banner character. So she's going to be available again. Another fan favorite character since her introduction, especially if you guys have been introduced to like Wolfguard, then you definitely know who Rosie is. It's his sister. She is the leader of the pack, and again, a fantastic looking character. She is a dual purpose character that has fire abilities or pyro abilities, as well as she doubles as a physical character as well. So kind of reminiscent of Ember in that regard, in my opinion. The cycle is Yvonne, Gilberta, and Levitine? Is it really? So are they they're not rerunning them though, right? So if I go details, you say. So we've got Yvonne currently being ran, right? The current banner is Yvonne, Gilberta, Levitine. So the second banner is going to be Tong Tong, Yvonne, Gilberta. Then the third banner is going to be Rosie, Tong Tong, Yvonne. So as you can see right now, currently, Levitine is still in the pool. Levitine is going to be removed from the pool next week when Tong Tong gets introduced. Then, after Tong Tong's banner runs and Rosie becomes available, Gilberta is going to be removed from the pool. Okay? So they're going to be temporarily removed from the pool after the third banner ends. And they will no longer be recruitable. Okay? So if you want these characters, this is the order you need to pull. If you want Levitine, you have to hope and pray that you get incredibly lucky on this banner with Yvonne. Because as far as I understand, Yvonne's the only increased rate, right? It's 8 or 0.8% for 6-star operators. And I believe she gets an increase. Right, so base drop rate is 0.8%. And she gets a 50% chance of appearing if you do get that 0.8% to proc. Okay? So you have a chance of getting any of those 6-star units, and you have a 50% chance of it being Yvonne, currently. But if you don't get Levitine on this banner, then you are going to not see Levitine for a while until she gets re-ran. That's the understanding I have. And again, my apologies, I have to cough. But again, Rosie seems like a very, very good character as well. That's something that I need to continue talking about because my train of thought got a little bit sidetracked there. Sorry, my apologies. She seems to be very powerful single target damage dealer. If I would have to give her any sort of analysis that I've seen, her ultimate seems to hit very hard from what we can tell. But she does seem to be more like single target boss oriented, right? Like a boss killer, essentially. If you need a single target strong hitting DPS character, she's probably going to be the one you want to prioritize. Especially if you want to have that access to be able to do physical and fire damage as well. John Arknights will be on your side if you pray to him, I promise. But yeah, Levitine's odds of getting her right now, very slim. Very slim. I would suggest if you want her, wait for a rerun. And I know that that's probably not the answer that most people want to hear, because that could take forever for all we know. But she may get reran at some point, right? Like, you know, I don't really know how they're going to rerun banners. That's my only thing that I'm worrying about right now. Like, I don't know how they're going to approach that, right? Discount active. Oh, whoa! Daily sanity discounts. I had no idea this was going on. Well then, that's fantastic. I don't know what to spend it on. well then. Poggers is a fantastic character, Zalana. That's who I also got on the beginner banner. Hello, Harold. Welcome back. Welcome back. And it very well could be a fillion years before you see Lavitane return, right? I have no idea, but hopefully it's not that long. Dude, I really don't know what to spend my sanity on. I've only got 3 sanity discounts, man. Oof. You know what I should do? I know this is gonna seem like the biggest cop-out ever, but I'm hurting for T-creds. Like, I have, like, no T-creds, man. I'm so broke in terms of T-creds. Like, this is probably what I'm gonna end up spending my discounts on. I've got no choice, guys. I'm broke, okay? I'm broke. And thank you very much. I am very happy to be back streaming. I have been, again, miserable, and I've been trying to recuperate, and here we are, right? So again, I was just literally just briefly talking about the updates that are coming. We left off talking about the 6-star characters that are being introduced. Again, we have Tong Tong first, and then following that we get Rosie. They are both getting their own operator story events, which I'm incredibly excited to check out. I want to learn a little bit more about like the pack and Rosie and her involvement, because we got to see a little tidbit of that with Wolfguard, right? And then also I do want to see more about Tong Tong. We get a whole brand new explorable area with the Qingbo Stockade, so we're actually going to get to explore that area, which is going to have a lot for us to uncover. There's a whole new like main story segment as well being released, from what I understand. That should be also very interesting. And I'm drawing my drawing character experience. Dude, I need T-creds. I thought this was the T-creds one. Is this not T-creds? Cannot use sanity usage permits. Well, I don't have enough anyways. Oh, okay, I gotcha. You're short on experience materials and I'm short on T-creds. I gotcha. I know what you're trying to say. I'm having trouble processing, okay? But, yeah, man, we got a whole new area to explore, all new story content coming. We've got a bunch of like optimizations coming in terms of like being able to acquire the outpost materials that we've upgraded. I do believe that the outpost needs to be upgraded to maximum level in order for you to be able to remotely obtain the resources from it. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's what it said. And again, I'm going literally based off of memory right now, so if I misquote something, my apologies. I'm just trying to do my best to remember what was contained within the dev note. They also said that there were going to be more bonuses for people to claim when we log in as the patch goes live, because they want to give back to all the players that didn't really get many resources since the game started. So they're giving us more free pulls, more free aura barrels. There's going to be a lot of stuff to claim when we do log in once the patch goes live. And if not, then there's more incentive for you to start the game if you haven't yet. So it'd be a great time to jump into it, as the producer Light stated. There's no better time than now to jump into Arknights. Which I feel like that's a very standard thing to say whenever it comes to your game that's making you millions and millions of dollars, right? There's no better time than now to dive into the game. We're swimming in money and we would love more. I'm just gonna say, it probably will be a fantastic time to jump in. They also, yes, will be showing the mini-map whenever you are using things like zip lines, and they will also have like indicators, icons showing you which zip lines are zip lines that you've placed yourself versus which zip lines are shared. And you will also have the ability to remove shared zip lines and shared resources from your map if you don't want to have them on your map. So that's really neat, right? Quality of life stuff. We love to see that sort of thing. I personally have used shared zip lines quite a bit in my own time, so I don't really mind them being there, but, you know, for the people that are sticklers and they want their own things to be all that they see, you have that option now. Yes, the Chingbo Stockade is getting an expansion. We're also going to be getting new updates to the AIC factory, which is going to be adding in new liquids for us to be dealing with. And we're also going to have a new mining rig that's going to require us to run water tubes and everything too, right? So we're going to have to actually run hydro to these new mining rigs that are going to be able to acquire brand new resources for us. And then we're also going to have new facilities available that are going to produce sewage that we need to manage as well. So we're also going to have to be dealing with sewage. And we can also apparently utilize sewage in certain crafts to be able to produce additional things. So we can even utilize sewage somehow, which is interesting. And there's going to be new armor available as well, right? Which we're going to be needing the new materials in order to craft. There's a lot of stuff. They're expanding upon the game, right? I think a lot of people just kind of didn't really want the AIC factory to be like a focal point, from what I understand, from what I've seen in the community feedback. Sewage armor. Sewage armor is going to be great. But I do feel like they are very committed to making sure that, like, you know, the people that do enjoy and love the AIC factory are going to have that availability there to them. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff on the horizon that is exciting. They are making a lot of great changes. They are doing a lot of quality of life stuff. But also, I feel like the main problem, in my opinion, that is going to be segregating the player base is not quite being addressed. And I don't know how they would address it, and maybe they also don't know how they would address it, or maybe they are working on a solution to address it. But I don't know how they're going to address that, because that's a very big point of contention for a lot of people, is the factory system. A lot of people just can't be bothered with it, right? I know that they're also making another welcome update, in my opinion, to allow players to see which rare resources are available at gathering points, rare gathering points, immediately on the map. So you can just see it at a glance now. You don't actually have to go and like highlight over it or anything. So there will be an icon available for us to actually see. Okay, there's these many Wuling stone available at this deposit, and I don't have to go and highlight over it. So for example, we'll go to Wuling in Wuling City, and I know specifically that I think it's this deposit over here somewheres. This one maybe? Rare ores, right? So this is our Wuling stone, I believe, right? Yep, Wuling stone. There's 2 out of 8 available. You have to click on that in order to figure out how many are available. But they're making an adjustment where a little number is going to pop up, and then that way you'll be able to see how many is available at a glance, and you won't actually have to like highlight it and then click into it. You'll just be able to see it on the map, which is nice. So that's really neat. Those are the resources that I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm lacking right now currently, but like I've only been building 4 characters. I haven't been trying to build every single member that I have available to me. And maybe that differs for you guys as well. We do have Wuling stones. They're very useful. But yeah, man, I don't know. There's been a lot of cool stuff. Like even if your inventory's full, like I just showed you guys, I had to make a deposit quick stash in my backpack. There's a change coming where if you pick up something on the ground, it'll automatically go to your depot instead of, you know, your backpack being full. I feel like that's something that could just be addressed with like allowing us to increase the capacity of the backpack. But, you know, it automatically going to your depot is kind of cool, rather than you have to like constantly managing your inventory. And then there was something else as well, where it's going to automatically deposit things that you're not currently using, or wait, no, sorry, my bad. When you hit quick stash, it's not going to quick stash bottles that you have filled. So for like liquid shearonite, for example, right here, right? These are not going to automatically deposit anymore, because it kind of sucks that it takes it out of your inventory when you may need those. Or like, you know, Farium bottles filled with clean water, which you may need. It's not going to automatically quick stash those, which is a very welcome change. So there's a lot of little interesting things like that, right? The factory is something that, again, right, I'm on board for the factory. I like the factory system. I pick around with it my own time. I am continually doing stuff with the AIC factory in all regions, as you guys can probably tell. Like, this has changed vastly for me. I've been doing a lot of this in my own time, so again, I set up this little array to be producing these buck capsules. And then I also got this other little like seed picking unit over here going, and produces steel parts all over the freaking place, and batteries everywhere, and bottles and whatever else. I've just literally been trying to grow each and every single one of my factories and my substations. Just kind of doing that in my own time, trying to build up like each of these areas. I haven't really been like stressing over it or anything, but it's just something I do enjoy picking around at. So I am very thankful that it's there, but I know it's not for everybody as well, you know? So as you guys can tell here, right, like I've got Outpost Prosperity at the refugee camp in Valley Pass maxed out. Infestation is what I've been working on recently. I was actually waiting for the stock bill savings to replenish. And then I've also got Outpost Prosperity level 4 for the Reconstruction HQ in the Power Plateau, right? So I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot of stuff in my own time. As you guys can see, I've got a ton of batteries and a ton of buck capsule A's being produced. These are the highest unit price right now. You know, I was kind of the same understanding, Zalana. I've been very skeptical of how I would feel about the system. And honestly, I very much enjoy it. It is something for me to pick around with in my own time that it scratches an itch that I never knew I had. And that's the only way I can really put that. It very much, it does something that's stimulating to my brain that another game has not done yet. It makes me think about like all the different possibilities and the different arrays that I can set up, and how I can better utilize things in my own capacity. Like I tend to try not to utilize blueprints a lot. I am very thankful for the blueprints that have been shared with me. And I have utilized, like, for example, in my core AIC area, I've used Eric's, another one of our viewers. I've used his blueprint for the steel production because it is very well done. And again, I've only used a portion of his array in order to be able to produce the steel. But pretty much everything else that I've done here, and all of the different factory module things that I have set up, which is not the entirety of this hub area, but everything else I've set up on my own, just trying to better understand the systems and how they work, and just kind of pick and play around with it, right? And expand out every single area that I possibly can. And I don't know, it's engaging to me, and that's why I appreciate it. But I also do understand from the general public's perspective how it's not for everybody. And I truly get that. Just like the whole tower defense mode and having to like protect each and every single one of these little areas, I understand it's not for everybody. Like this entire factory area here, this was all set up on my own as well, right? All of this and all these little like hub things over here, like I did this all in my own time. I never borrowed a freaking thing, and it's just because I wanted to produce things my own way. And you may call that stubborn, you may call it whatever. I just did the best that I could with my mental capacity, okay? And yes, the factory must continue to grow, 100%. I couldn't agree more. My big thing, however, is not focusing on the factory system so much as it is utilizing the factory to produce the materials that I need to help grow my characters, which I've been very much also working on in my own time. I've been trying to get materials, I've been trying to level them up, I've been also trying to get their weapons to level 90. I also built up Ember in my own time because a lot of you guys have pointed out that I was silly for having Last Right in my main team alongside Lavatane, which is not like the best choice. Ember is also not the best choice, but Ember works a little better with Lavatane. So that's kind of why I opted to build her instead, while also keeping my waifu party, right? I want to keep it all female waifu party. I don't want to have to build 5-star operators when I could build my 6-star operators. Okay, so she works a little bit better. Something else I guess I should also talk about is how, I only just remembered because I brought up the map. They did mention that if you have all of your rooms upgraded in your Dajong now, to not worry, they are not increasing the max level. Okay, with the update, they are not increasing the max level that you can have with your rooms. So if your rooms are already upgraded to the maximum point, they are staying there. They have no plans currently to increase it any further. So once it's maxed out, you're done with it. Another thing as well that's available in the Dajong that I should also bring up that was mentioned in the dev note is that they are also going to be giving us access to Area 4 in the Etchscape Salvage, which is a mode that, I also found myself skeptical of in the past, that I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy. But it feels great, and I actually enjoy that mode, and I'm looking forward to exploring Section 4. So, as you guys can see there, I am now currently maxed out. That's all you gotta do. Once you're level 5, you're done. The Dajong is complete. And if I'm wrong about that, then somebody correct me in the comments or correct me somehow. But as far as I understand, they did say that this is it. There you go. Done. Hello, Aviwana.
How's it going?
It is going fantastic now that I see you. She's definitely one of the most flirty characters in this game, okay? But right here, Etchscape Salvage. So let's go take a look at this. I can go sit in the power chair of the ship, 100% I can. But I'm going to opt not to right now. Just because I want to talk more about this mode. So if you guys haven't completed it yet already, don't feel bad. It took me a little bit to kind of get into this mode to understand where everything is and to try to, like, you know, learn a little bit more about it. But every single week now, where I am, you have these tasks that help you get more, what's it called? I don't even know what it's called. Progression? Is that what dude, what the freaking hell is it called? Wait, that's the exploration. So anyway, Section 4 should be unlocked soon. This is what I'm talking about, metrics. So you can do the weeklies to unlock more metrics, and when you hit 50,000 of these points, you should get all of the rewards, which are ore barrels, basic headhunting permits, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of other like sub-materials here as well for you to acquire. So I would highly recommend, if you guys haven't already, explore the Etchspace Salvage. It is very useful. There are a lot of rewards to acquire. But Section 4 is being released soon. So we'll also get that, which means that there's going to be more rewards more than likely, more metrics for us to acquire, a ton of reason to go back in here. And there's also a weekly task as well that I should point out to you guys. I'll show you how it's done. It's very easy. Like if you want to complete your weekly routine very quickly, just do the Etchspace Salvage. It's super easy, dude. It really does not take long to build up your corruption resistance. Is that what it's called? So when you come into this mode, initially you will not have very much time to play around with, but I can help simplify this for you very quickly. This map is divided into different zones. So as we can see here, we have Aberrant Zone 1, Aberrant Zone 2, Aberrant Zone 3 currently. Aberrant Zone 4 is going to be added in eventually, but each and every single one of these zones contains different enemies and different containers. Okay? Now each of these enemies and each of these containers has a different color associated with it. And if you go and you look into your goals, like obviously you won't have access to Focus Commission immediately, but you will have access to these commissions, which I'm blocking currently with my camera. They will tell you to do similar things to each and every single one of these, which is, if you look at this, commission goals. In Aberrant Zone 1, collect and submit specimen bread. How do you find bread? Well, in Zone 1, you look for a white auto vendor. That's what it says right over here in the source. Drop Aberrant Zone 1 white auto vendor. So you literally look for a white auto vendor, and then you access it multiple times until you get 4 or 5 bread, whatever you require. And then you look at your next one, and it tells you this one drops from Aberrant Zone 1 green auto vendor. So you look for a green auto vendor, and then you get Specimen Blighted Armor Scale. Once you have those materials and you meet the goals, they will be checked off in your list, and then you turn them in. And when you turn them in, you get rewards. That's how you do it. After you get so many rewards, you build up more corruption resilience, or derangement acceleration, as you guys can see over here on the side of my screen underneath the chat. It says none. 0 out of 2,600. You will not start with 2,600 resistance. You will start with a lot less than that. So the more that you go into this mode, the more materials you're able to acquire, the more resistance you're able to build up. You are going to have to go into this mode multiple times in order to be able to take full advantage of it, to fully explore the area. It is something that I would highly recommend you guys do so, because as you can tell, depending on wherever you are, you slowly acquire derangement or corruption. And after a set amount of time, when your corruption bar fills completely, the game will kick you out. This is where section 4 is going to be. Just want to show you guys the gate to it. That is how you get there when the area is live. Okay? So again, very, very much highly encouraged to participate in this mode while you have time. It is a fantastic way to get a lot of rewards very quickly. It's not overly difficult. It will take a little bit of time, however, in order to get up to a higher level of resistance, to be able to acquire all of the things that you need in order to get every reward possible, okay? That's saying everything without saying anything. Okay? Then you will access all of these zip lines, and you'll be able to traverse this area very quickly. You'll be able to get to the areas that you need, and you get the requirements that you need each and every single week as this mode advances and grows. So again, make sure you are doing your etch-based salvage. It is important if you want rewards, if you want free pulls, if you want to do stuff. This is important. You see these stupid things here? Well, my ass is gonna guarantee you that you're gonna need a lot of these fine nodules built up if you want to progress very quickly when this mode gets updated next week, okay? So, if you haven't yet, again, you want to get in, you want to participate, you want to get prepared, because these fine nodules get turned in for a resource that is required every so often in each and every single one of these weekly tasks. So you want to build up a lot of it to have it on hand, just in case. And this also factors into what I was actually trying to tell you guys about, which is your weekly routine. So upon acquiring these nodules, I think I should probably have enough now. I'm going to go and take it this one last one. But again, these are examples of containers, right? Red packages. Red packages are only available in Area 3. So once you hit the point where you need to do tasks that require you to be in Aberrant Zone 3, you're going to be looking for red packages. You're going to be looking for red auto vendors. And you're also going to be looking for red containers. But again, find nodules right now, that's what I'm after. And the reason for that is just because of the weekly routine tasks that I'm going to show you how to like very quickly complete. And I'll do so after I'm done looting these. So again, we've got a fair bit of these. If you look into your backpack, your isolation container, you can see that this also expands as you're doing a lot of these weekly tasks. So again, I've got enough. I'm just going to exit. It tells me right now my current derangement, isolation container, 18 and 45. As I exit, those fine nodules get turned into Auraline Crystal. So it says Auraline Crystal converted, 2,325, right? Keep that number in mind. We've got 2,325. This is something that you will need. So you will need to beat up these crystals every so often as you go into etch-based salvage. Some of the tasks are going to require you to have a set amount of Auraline crystals. So you're going to be doing this anyways. But if you're like me and you're lazy and you already have a lot of this already completed, as you guys can tell here, right? I just completed another goal. Submit, complete, bang. Wow, 5,000 metrics. Not that hard. You exit, and if you go and you look at the events, weekly routine, one of the requirements here says, in etch-based salvage, collect 1,000 Auraline crystals. Half of what I just did. Half. That literally took me like 2 minutes. I could have done this in 30 seconds. I could have did it in 30 seconds. And it gives you 5. 5. Do you see how fast you could quickly complete this without having to do much? 200 ore barrels, just like that, man. Dude, I can't encourage you enough. Do the etch-based salvage, because that is an incredibly easy task, and it is the highest reward task outside of earning 1 billion? Is that 1 billion or 10 million? 10 million stock bills. You tell me what's faster. Earn 10 million stock bills? Or take 30 seconds to run through the etch-based salvage to get 1,000 Auraline crystals. And it's the same amount of reward. Do etch-based salvage. Okay? That's the memo I'm trying to tell you right now, alright? And that mode is getting updated. Okay, so again, you're future-proofing yourself. Okay? Future-proof yourself, do the etch-based salvage, get it over and done with. It's not that difficult. It's a very easy mode. And the tasks are very easy to complete. Yeah, it's a little bit tedious at first when you're getting kicked out every so often. But I encourage you to stick through it and participate in the etch-based salvage. It is a very fruitful endeavor. Lots of rewards, and it's very easy. And evidently they are going to be putting effort into continuing to update it. So that is something else we want to take into account, right? There's a lot more updates coming to the game. I can't remember the majority of them off the top of my head anymore. But I've been doing my best to try to recount the things that I've seen in the dev stream. And again, if I've misquoted anything, somebody correct me, please. But I'm excited, dude. And if that goes live on the 12th, that's fantastic. I don't really see any of these quite being worthwhile for me to be trading right now. So again, as you guys can see right now and witness, for me, personally, none of these are going to net me 10 million stock bills, okay? This is going to cost me 500,000 stock bills at 1,372 per purchase. But if I sell them it's literally only going to double. So that's 1 million stock bills. That means that I would have to do the equivalent of that like 10 times, or I would have to trade in a shit ton of materials at one of the outposts, or do a bunch of weekly tasks or a bunch of weekly deliveries or whatever else in order to be able to make up those 10 million stock bills to get 5 notches on that weekly routine. The etch space salvage is so much more time efficient. Don't waste your time. Complete it, man. Complete it. It is worth it. We're gonna go to Wuling Valley and buy my stock bills over here as well. I just tend to do that every single day, right? But again, I've been doing a lot of progress and everything in my own time. I know I'm kind of like rambling a lot and talking about my own personal recommendations for the game, but it's the best I can do is try to steer you guys in the right direction, right? I kind of feel like I owe it to you for doing my research and doing my due diligence while I've been playing the game, while I've been very much sick. If I can pass along any sort of information to you guys, I will, of course. Just try to make your time in the game more enjoyable, and I know that a lot of people are kind of like, you know, Arknights is not really for me, but I appreciate the fact that Gavin's playing this or whatever, and I'm very passionate about it. I really am. I do want to continue on with this game as it grows. I want to continue to support it in any way, shape, or form that I can, and I do want to keep covering the game. I will keep covering the game for the foreseeable future. So we're trying to make the most of it, right? We'll try to share any kind of knowledge amongst each other and just try to really enjoy the game for what it is. The devs have put a lot of love and care into it, and I would hate to see so many people turn a blind eye to this game so quickly and not really give it the time of day, when it is very much worthwhile playing, in my opinion. I truly do like this game a lot. And yeah, man, I don't know. I hope that everybody else can also get some semblance of enjoyment out of it as well. I do feel like it is worthwhile. We will be, again, covering other games over here on the channel going forward. Arknights is definitely one of those games. NIKKE is going to be one of those games. And as you guys can tell here, I still got a lot of like side questing and everything that I can still complete as well. But I don't really want to push things too far today. I just kind of wanted to talk about like the recent news, the recent updates and everything in each game, and do a little bit of rambling while I did my dailies. Just kind of ease back into the week, and then we'll cover the majority of this stuff, you know, when time allows. I did want to just do like my pull, or the couple pulls I did have available here for Yvonne, and unfortunately we didn't get her. 21 attempts left to get another dossier. I do intend on pulling for Tong Tong, so there's a very real possibility that I may end up like going for the other 21 pulls at some point before next week. Actually, there's one more thing I should point out as well. They did talk about the protocol pass, and they're going to be adding more headhunting permits, basic headhunting permits, to the basic supply and the originium supply. So you guys can look forward to more pulls as well, just from logging in each and every single week and completing tasks in order to complete your protocol pass. So that's something else that I should point out. I only literally just remembered this. But there's a lot of stuff to do in that as well, right? Again, I am going to keep things a little bit shorter here today, but my apologies. As you guys can tell, I am still sick. It is nice. I very much appreciate the warm welcome back. We'll be live again tomorrow. I'm going to cover some more stuff. I don't know if it'll be with Arknights per se, but I've got a lot of other games that I need to get back into. I've got a lot of other stuff I want to cover. But it has been a very long day already for me, so I'm going to go try to get a little bit more rest. And we'll be back again tomorrow. Who knows what game will be on the horizon, but we'll play something different.
Stay alert for orders.
And I'll stay alert for orders. Thank you, Ember. I appreciate it.
I was spacing out.
I was also spacing it, but anyways, I'm going to stop rambling with the NPCs now in the background. I am going to call it for today. Thank you guys very much for joining me, and we covered a lot of news over here, right? So again, if you guys have missed out on anything, I would highly encourage you to go back and watch it in the past streams. Again, thank you guys very much for the love and support. I really do appreciate it. I know that it's been a little bit more sporadic and a little shitty that I haven't been live at all last week. I've been going through it, man. I've been trying my hardest, right? We will be back tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, and we'll cover some other games. I've got a lot of stuff on my plate, so I've got a lot of things that I want to complete here. If you guys are new to the channel, I would highly encourage you to join us for a stream. Subscribe to the channel so that way you know whenever I go live. And then also give the video and the stream a thumbs up because it's very much helpful and appreciated, and allows for me more opportunities to be able to try to make this a real thing where we can focus on this each and every single day, and I can provide more content for you guys to watch, and more news, more updates, and all that good stuff, right? And then, of course, we have great conversations here as well, and I really appreciate each and every single one of you. So again, thank you very, very much, and my apologies for not being active this last week, but we're getting back there, man. As you guys can tell, we are feeling a lot better. Anyway, that's going to do for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Peace.